Welcome in, Salt Lake Community College, Game 2 of the Utah Top 50. We got the Dallas Chapparals and the Kentucky Colonels. As we're working on getting our roster solidified here. We'll do our best to get that for you as quickly as we can. Game 2 of 3 for the night. And chance to see some old friends, maybe in a little less professional attire than we're accustomed to between December and January, as we got it traveling here in the block. Of course, Coach Kelby Miller in the house here from Layton. Good to see. And again, we talk about a lot of familiar faces whenever we come to the top 50 here. And he's got a son playing in this one in what should be a great second matchup for us, as we've got some primetime players going head-to-head tonight. As we've got a steal here at midcourt. And that just a little too strong on the other end. How about a couple turnovers here back-to-back? Working inside, open jump shot here, skips across, being batted around. We'll head the other way. We saw this in kind of our first game. It took a little bit for players kind of get accustomed. First time they've been in the gym here at Salt Lake Community College in almost a year. So good to get refamiliarized here with the setting in the second year here of the top 50. Want to let you know the clock you see on your screen, unofficial. We do our best to keep that synchronized here with the official game clock. Start it early, stop it early, stop it late, that sort of thing, just to try to keep it trued up. Of course, running clock here, 2 20-minute halves, as Tanner Davis here stepping to the line. And 1 for 2, the other element that is new here in the top 50. Two-piece early on. Judy there defensively and getting called there. You saw that hand come down and bat the eyes there, or bat the head, I should say. Make it 5 to 2 is the and one there. Jump shot, good. Here's Barnes working inside. Whitehead and one. Whitehead's going to have a big year this year. Youngster at Bingham High School. Good length to him, has some physicality. Saw him in the JV games last year, and with Carlson moving on, he's going to get some primetime minutes this year. A little spin there from Rust, and Whitehead coming up with the board. Contact, and count it. Boy, what a start for the Colonels here tonight. As I think that was Barnes who scored that one as well. Jordy off to a good start. This one worked around. Able to get it inside here with Beatty. Sends it out. Boy, tough drive there. Good help on the defense. It'll stay here. 4 minutes into the contest. Long J from Beatty, good. And Christensen there's called for the travel. We'll get a quick substitution here. New faces coming on for the Colonels, including Isaac Staley, a Lone Peak product. Had a big freshman year last year. We got some youngsters on the floor here tonight. Owen Odom for the Chapparals, a sophomore. And you look at a kid like an Isaac Staley, Corbin Hansen out of Timpview as well, as bodies to the floor there. Dallas fell into the early hole as they work inside out the rim too strong. Gets his own miss and the putback. There scored by Logan Deal. Deal, one of the Skyview Bobcats, participating. Had a nice year last year for that team up in Region 11. Skyview had such a good start. Injuries kind of hampered that team down the stretch as this rebounded by Skank coming up the floor. Here's Chudy Anosike. You talk about potential candidates for Mr. Basketball. He's one of them. Corner three here off the mark. This ball batted up. Chudy with it again. He's a guy who a region coach said, hey, he can play D1 defense right now. That being Chudy. Of course, he was one of our award winners on Rewind last year. And Murray, this is kind of a year set up for the Spartans. With Workman and others. That ball trying to work it inside to Deal, and Logan able to work through traffic, and a nice little spurt here by the Chapparals, a 6-0 run. Three on the way. That shot won't go. Skank with the board. Here's Deal. Trying to work in the blocks. Kicks out. Drive from Hunter Hansen. Hunter recently picked up a Utah State offer. A Fremont Silver Wolf. Just a junior. Deal back to Hudson. Work back a little two-man game. That jammed. As pushing it up the other way. Here come the Colonels. Stepped into the three, and that just off the mark. Was looking from William Santiago, the Wasatch Wasp. Skank, the three won't go. That rebound gathered by Corbin Hansen, the sophomore from Timpview. Of course, Izzy Engel. Good first year is that three off the mark from Hansen. And Timpview team that, look, they'll figure to be in it again. It is now Mason Bettinger coming on the floor. Mason, the Woods Cross Wildcat, on that team that made that big run last year's state tournament. Of course, they were undefeated when Dane Stewart was on the call until that state championship game. Had a great year as Chudy's three off the mark. Here comes Corbin Hansen with the board, pushing up with Mason. Bettinger working into the paint, little fade away from Mason, count it. 13-10, the advantage for the Colonels. And Mason, the guy that had a big semifinal. Oh, how about Skank? He's able to use a burst of athleticism. Mason looking to answer for three. Mason Bettinger. I'm talking about a young man that can find his stroke. And Mason, boy, knocked that down confidently. Skank around the screen. He'll pull up Bettinger with the closeout. Nice little battle here between those two. 16-14. Here's Staley looking to get it on the three ball. That won't go. Rebounded and sent out. Tough pass there, corralled by Staley. Baseline kick over for three, rattles out the rebound, gathered by Hansen. It was Swiggett who has it now. Swiggett another Lone Peak night here from the junction, backing out. Ran into the defense there of Owen Odom. Talk about Odom, the son of Utah State's head coach Ryan Odom. He's Bettinger here in the paint. Count it. Mason Bettinger, tell you, the way that this young man can create, just phenomenal. As we will take a break here, 10 minutes in. You're watching the Utah Top 50 presented by Mountain America Credit Union and Athletic Republic.
From the Food Nanny. I recently got a My Style checking account. It's the perfect blend of rewards and convenient benefits. I love that sound. And now My Style checking has new features like mobile phone protection, 24/7 telehealth, and my favorite, restaurant discounts. Get the only checking account you truly need and see what's new with My Style at macu.com.
Welcome back. Utah top 50. 19-14 here as they work inside with Beatty. Good tall arms there by Whitehead. And a foul called here. Paul Beatty. Saw him last year as a sophomore, was paired with, one Colin Chandler. And Beatty looks like he's grown a little bit here. He looks a little longer this year. As he makes the free throw, good. And I would imagine Beatty will be one of the featured players for Coach Walkenhurst as Mason Bettinger. He's came up through Coach Walkenhurst's former program, Woods Cross Mason. Man, he is showing his growth. Beatty here from 6. Good. Swig over with Santiago. Here's Will. Had that knocked away from Skank. Hudson. And that will count. And 1 for Hudson. As Dallas has come back to tie this up. First game went to overtime. Second game here competitive with just over 8.5 to go. Working inside. Whitehead trying to work against Beatty. Boy, tough pass there. That kept by Jackson McKee. They'll send out the 3 off the mark. Whitehead trying to keep it in and does. Well, good tap in there to Jordan Barnes. Barnes here. Able to find Bettinger with the pull-up. Mason Bettinger right now, everything he's putting up is going in for the Wildcat of Woods Cross. Here's Hansen. Hansen through traffic. How about Hunter Hansen with the response? Barnes, little hesitation, and Jordan Barnes able to get past a pair of Chaparral defenders. Jordy with some D1 offers. Of course, he's a youngster, just a junior this year. Son of head coach Matt Barnes at Olympus. State champion is Jordan Barnes, hitting the 3, 5 straight points there for Jordan. 28-23 here, Colonels. Jepson just worked over 3 on the way from Odom. Won't go. Batted up. Beatty with it. Paul through the contact. Paul Beatty with a pair. Up the floor quickly. Here's Tyler Christensen from Cedar Valley. Trying to get it to Whitehead on the cut and fouled here. We'll send Braden to the line. A substitution for Whitehead should he make this, as Ike Staley looking to come back on here. And Braden earns his break with the free throw make. Here's Tanner Davis, part of the duo with he and Deal at Skyview. Hansen with it, trying to work on Bettinger. Hanser lost his footing in the traveling violation there. As James Rust from Timpview will come on here. We talked about Coach Izzy Engel at Timpview, and of course we'll have Corbin Hansen and James Rust, who's wearing number 35 tonight. 3, that's short, rebounded there by Davis. Tanner pushing it. Gives it to Beatty. Here's Paul working on the younger Staley, and Ike with the block. Bettinger coming up with it for the Colonels. And the traveling violation there on the move from Tyler Christensen. Approaching 5 to go here in this first half. 30-25. Colonels with the lead. Pull up from 15 won't go. And the board gathered there by Staley. Here's Barnes. Barnes, boy, nearly shook his defender. And then next thing you know, it almost looked like Hansen was able to gather from the floor as the duo there exchanging smiles. And this will go back to the Colonels. As substitutions here for the Chapparals coming on. Barnes going back to that left, hands over. That pass couldn't be gathered by McKee. Bettinger. McKee trying to establish himself inside, working here on Deal. McKee with a left-hand finish. Here come the Chapparals. Skank able to lose Bettinger. He'll pull up for 3. That shot long. Barnes. Working here around Christensen. Offensive foul there on the screen. We'll give it to the Chapparals. 3.5 to go. 7-point lead here for the Colonels. Dallas has had to fight back a couple times. They have to do so again here. Skank with a pull-up. That shot off the mark. Bettinger with the rebound. Mason come to the floor. Little spin move by Bettinger. And contact there on the take. We'll send Mason here to the line. Again, 1 for 2 here in the top 50 until the last couple minutes. Bettinger good. He'll come off the floor here as the substitution will be Cam Swiggett, the senior from Lone Peak. 9-point lead again here for the Colonels. Chudy working around the screen. He'll step back. This just a 2. That shot off the mark and rebounded there by Jordy Barnes. Up the floor. Gets his initial miss, and that one rolled off there from McKee. Chudy, no good on that one. That ball wouldn't go through, and rebounded by the Chapparals. Here is the improperly referenced Hunter Skank. My apologies, I called him Hudson, and want to thank the Skank family for reaching out. That's Hunter on the floor tonight, not Hudson. Of course, there's been a lineage of Skank players that we've seen come through the Weber program. That one deflected out. We'll stop the clock here with, 1:44 here left in the first half. So Hunter Skink on the floor tonight, the junior. My apologies to he and Hudson for that miscue. Sometimes you just get names associated with families, and my apologies. Hunter bringing it up the floor. That shot made. Nice take there for the Chapparals. 34-29. The advantage for the Colonels is Staley for three. That won't go. Hunter here with the board. Good closeout here for the Chapparals. As the whistle there. And it will be Hunter here to inbound. Looking for Chudy. That deflected out of the air. That was by Staley. Here comes Ike. Other direction. Swigert with it. And Lone Peak teammates there. Corner three on the way. Count it good. Corner three good for William Santiago. Out of Wasatch. Here's Chudy. Inside of a minute to go here, first half. Works to Skank. Hunter just off the front of the rim. And that will go back to the Colonels. Swigert working off the Whitehead screen in the paint. Tough shot, wouldn't go. Rebounded there by Rust. Hunter for three, drills it. Hunter Skank, the transition three there, pulling back to within 5 for the Chapparals. The Weber Warrior is reeling them back in. 15 seconds to go here in the first half. Over with Swigert. 5 seconds left on the clock. Cam here gets a step, gets the shot away, strong. And with that, the first half comes to a close. The Colonels leading the Chapparals 37-35 at the half. You're watching the Utah Top 50 on KSLSports.com, sponsored by Mountain America Credit Union and Athletic Republic.
Hi, I'm Lizzie from the Food Nanny. I recently got a My Style checking account. It's the perfect blend of rewards and convenient benefits. I love that sound. And now My Style checking has new features like mobile phone protection, 24/7 telehealth, and my favorite, restaurant discounts. Get the only checking account you truly need and see what's new with My Style at macu.com.
Welcome back here to Salt Lake Community College. Getting ready to start the second half between the Chapparals and the Colonels. Want to thank Athletic Republic. At any age, at any level, basketball is a physically demanding sport. By focusing on acceleration, agility, and power, we can give players in every position the tools to be more successful on game day. Our thanks to Athletic Republic for sponsoring the Utah Top 50, only on KSLSports.com. Got one more game coming up for you tonight. The Oakland Americans and the Washington Caps. That will be our nightcap. Of course, want to remind you we have games every Monday through September. We'll also go 3 of the 5 Mondays, I should say. The 3rd, the 10th, we will wrap up kind of the regular schedule, and then we will have championship night on Monday the 24th. All those games come to you live right here on KSLSports.com. Hunter Skank starting, had the possession there as he works over to Beatty. Hunter really helped to reel this back into a 5-point difference here at the break. Had some timely made buckets at the end of that first half, as we'll see what the Colonels have here in the second half. And there's a steal by Hunter. I'll tell you, there's not a player that is has kind of more of a burst and intensity to his game than Hunter. I've seen that last year with Weber and again here tonight in the top 50, and I believe he was a participant in this showcase last year as well. Here's Benninger for 3. Mason, that shot wouldn't go, batted around and corralled and scored. Good play there by Jackson McKee, who refused to give up on it. Able to score, push the lead back here to 9 for the Colonels. On the take there by Hunter, drawing the contact. And a chance for the junior to head to the line here. And that good. Corner 3, that won't go. Rebounded. We've got a whistle here. Skank throwing in. Here's Tanner Davis. Straight away, that 3 won't go. Bettinger with the board. Baseline. Worked over. McKee, little pump fake there. And the whistle here. McKee able to draw the contact there from Beatty. We'll have a substitution. Skank will get a break as Owen Odom coming on here. Odom sends that right back out. Here's McKee. Barnes seeing that lane. Oh, good find over to Jackson. And the contact there from Beatty. We'll send Jackson McKee here to the line. Here come the Chapparals. They've always kind of gotten back, haven't been able to close out. Jepson there trying to keep that in, could not. The new Viewmont Viking, the senior Mitch Jepson, losing that out of play. Substitution is Whitehead going to come back on the floor here for the Colonels. Barnes leveraging the screen. Looking back for Whitehead. That pass just a little too hot to handle for the Bingham Miner. Up the floor with Davis. Jepson trying to work against Christensen. Odom. That pass deflected. Barnes trying to corral it. Cannot, as it is tracked down there by Hansen, then given up. Up for Barnes, and Hunter Hansen coming up with a steal of his own. Odom running out of real estate. And stepped out of play. It will go to the Colonels. Here's Barnes. Back to Whitehead. Oh, rejected. How about the help of James Rust? The Timview T-Bird denying Brian Whitehead at the rim. Great defensive play there by the soon-to-be 3-year contributor James Rust. There's Bettinger inside for another duo. Jepson. Boy, somehow threaded one through to Beatty. Couldn't get enough to get that to drop in. Bettinger trying to work against Rust. Tough shot off the back of the rim. Jepson trying to lead it up, lost it. Swig the other way. Skips out. Over to Mason. And now Barnes. Whitehead working the block, gets it over to Mason. Rust coming over to help there, going to be whistled here for the contact. Substitutions will come on here for the Chapparals. Logan Deal back on the floor, as is Chudi Anosike. Bettinger rimmed out. Rebounded by Dallas. Deal. Odom. Gets it back with Logan. Logan able to find the edge around Whitehead. Scored off the glass. Swiggett's pass deflected. Oh, Barnes somehow found that through to Bettinger, and Mason with the finish. How about the vision there from Jordan Barnes? My goodness. Anosike in the paint. Lost it. Deal with the putback. Logan continuing to play well in the post tonight. That shot rattling out. Whitehead keeps it over to Bettinger through the lane. Mason's big night in the opening night of the top 50 continues. Here's Chudi. Deal as Barnes collapsing down to help. Lost out. Will stay here. I want to take a moment, thank some of our sponsors here in the top 50. Is Athletic Republic. If you're looking for the ability to recover quicker, preparing for the next workout begins the moment the last workout ends. Athletes have control over their recovery process at Athletic Republic. I want to thank them for their sponsorship here of the Utah Top 50. Hunter Skank back on here. Trying to work against the defense of Corbin Hansen. 3, that off the mark. Deal with the board and put back. Up the floor quickly here with the Colonels. McKee, baseline J, won't go. Batted up, Barnes still with it. Worked inside to McKee there, and it will stay here. Had the outlet to Staley, instead was looking in for the big man. Inbounded to McKee. Staley for three, just short. Skank denied by Staley. Ike on the closeout there again as Odom coming through for the board and follow. Hanging around here still are the Chapparals. 5-point contest. Approaching the midway point here in half number 2. Barnes, boy, that setup so well executed as he gets it out with Swiggett. Jordan, long three for Jordan Barnes, of course. The Olympus Titans going to hit that all night long. 50-42. Rust kicks out. Hunter's three. Comes off, rebounded by Chudy. Chudy, the step back three, yes. And a timeout taken after the made three from Chudy. We'll step aside. You're watching the Utah Top 50 only on KSLSports.com.
From the Food Nanny. I recently got a My Style checking account. It's the perfect blend of rewards and convenient benefits. I love that sound. And now My Style checking has new features like mobile phone protection, 24/7 telehealth, and my favorite, restaurant discounts. Get the only checking account you truly need and see what's new with My Style at macu.com.
Welcome back. Colonel basketball, Staley here. And Chudy was right there defensively. It's now Swiggett trying to work the lane. Tried to keep his dribble, just lost it. Hansen pushing it here. Out to Skank, back with Hunter. Hunter pull up here just beyond the free throw line, able to hit it. And the Chapparals continuing to show great kind of fight and response. Down to one possession. Here's Staley. Barnes defended by Skank. Now over with Swiggett. Cam over with Barnes. McKee setting up that screen. Little roll here. Jordan tries to get it out. That deflected. And here come the Chapparals to Chudy. It's a 1-point contest. We'll make substitutions here, and boy, the defense of the Chapparals helping to get timely stops. The turnover, and Chudy able to pull it to within one. Jordan's pass, that kicked, it'll stay here. Bettinger, tough fadeaway, rattled out, and Chudy finding the possession. The Chapparals can take a lead. Chudy for three. Just rattles out, rebounded there by Christensen. Barnes. Looking for the lane. That pass in between a pair of Colonels. Able to gather. Barnes, boy, had a little bit of space. Now he'll pull up from 12, and that shot won't go. Bettinger, the board, and the putback. Well, that's one where Barnes maybe gets caught a little out of rhythm there. He's looking to pass the ball, kind of recognizes he's got a space, but just didn't quite get settled. Mason there able to help score it there. We approach 7 to go. Hunter handing over. Beatty had the double team. Doesn't matter as Paul is able to rise above it. Christensen, pull up from the elbow, won't go. Rebounded by Hunter Hansen. Hunter, some fancy dribbling, 4-on-2. That deflected away, and how about the save made? Great play on the other end, and the three here short from Bettinger. Boy, it was Will Santiago that made the great save as Hansen sees the lane open up. And the Chapparals have taken the lead, 53-52 with 6.5 to go. Barnes, little step back. Over to Santiago. Will thought about it. Defended by Hansen. Sends out. Skank staying right in front. He'll be called here, I think, for the hand check. As we'll get substitutions for the Chapparals. Hunter and Chudy will come off. Get a breather. Just under 6 to go here. Bettinger gives over to McKee from the junction. Jackson McKee. That pass a little too tall for Beatty and going to be whistled here. Of course, region rivals there, Hunter Hansen and Paul Beatty. Teammates in the top 50. Hope they enjoy playing against each other, or with each other now, because they'll be playing against each other here in a couple months. McKee, nice use of the pump fake. Beatty with the closeout. Santiago, the three, long, gathered by Hunter Hansen. 5 minutes to go here. Off the Beatty screen, Hunter on the drive. Tough finish through Bettinger for Hunter Hansen. Santiago, Bettinger was trying to post up. That kicked out by Odom. Substitution as Ike Staley will come back on here for Will Santiago. Christensen just able to get that to crawl over the front of the rim. Tough work there for Jepson. Last touch there by Bettinger. Mitch throwing in, that deflected by McKee out of the air. Jackson with the steal, has Staley with him. Also Barnes, who will take the three. Just long. Lobbed up. Odom, boy, under the rim. That lost out. It will stay here, and mass substitutions coming on for the Chapparals. 3:20 to go here. 56-55 for the Colonels. Trying to hold on. Ferocious comeback here by the Chapparals. Is Skank back on the floor, as is Chudy. As they lob in for Russ, that deflected out. Chudy finds some space. Anosike hitting the three for the Chapparals, 58-56. Foul here. It will stay with the Colonels. Bettinger here to throw in. Barnes. So we approach 2 minutes to go. We'll hand off. McKee through the lane. Tough finish for Jackson McKee. Just strong and gathered by Rust. Here comes Chudy. Onosike hit that three on the last possession. Now Chudy looking to drive. Little step back, 15-footer for Chudy. Rattles out. Batted around and gathered by Barnes, who was able to tap it into Bettinger before falling out. Mason up the floor. Swing it on the other side off the glass. And we're tied up at 58. Nice breakout there from the Colonels. Here's Hunter Skank. Off the screen. Try to give it back. That deflected. Swiggett now on the run. Swiggett feeling Hansen behind him, and that deflected. Blocked away by Hunter Hansen. Up the other way. Patience and the bucket. The lead to the Chapparals. Off the finish there by Logan Deal. Started the game strong and puts Dallas back atop. 1 minute to go here in regulation. Barnes finds some space. McKee for three. Short. McKee following it up, trying to get his own rebound. That finds its way to Rust. Here comes Skank. 45 seconds left. Takes a dribble. The three just short. Had the rebound, was jarred loose. Swiggett with it over to Barnes. Boy, a good look for Hunter Hansen. Just couldn't find the bottom of the net. 30 seconds to go. And a whistle here. As we've got 24 seconds left here in regulation. And we've got a timeout taken by the Chapparals. Don't go anywhere. We got a great finish coming up next in the Utah Top 50 on KSLSports.com.
Hi, I'm Lizzie from the Food Nanny. I recently got a My Style checking account. It's the perfect blend of rewards and convenient benefits. I love that sound. And now My Style checking has new features like mobile phone protection, 24/7 telehealth, and my favorite, restaurant discounts. Get the only checking account you truly need and see what's new with My Style at macu.com.
Welcome back. 60-58. Colonel basketball, they've led for a large piece of the contest. And now they need a bucket. Here's Bettinger. He has been a fantastic scorer for him tonight. See if they go to him. Over with Swiggett. He's had a couple big shots late. He'll take the three. Cam Swiggett just off the mark and rebounded by Rust. The Chapparals have it. 12 seconds to go. They will foul Chudy. And Onosike will head down to shoot free throws. One and one here for Chudy inside the last 2 minutes as he makes the first. One more here for Onosike. Could make it a two-possession contest. Pressure, and he comes through. Little delay starting the clock there, and now we got a whistle here, I think, just to, the table are saying, hey, we know. We'll inbound it here, 11 seconds to go. Here's Barnes. Barnes can't find any space against Rust. The drive will lay it in. A timeout taken here with 2.5 to go. It's back to a one-possession contest, and they will need defense here to come out of this timeout, will the Colonels. We'll be back with the final 2 seconds after this.
Hi, I'm Lizzie from the Food Nanny. I recently got a My Style checking account. It's a perfect blend of rewards and convenient benefits. I love that sound. And now My Style checking has new features like mobile phone protection, 24/7 telehealth, and my favorite, restaurant discounts. Get the only checking account you truly need and see what's new with My Style at macu.com.
Welcome back. 2.5 seconds to go. Chapparral basketball, 2-point lead. Got to get this ball in. And another timeout here going to be taken. Timeout. We'll take a moment here and thank some of our sponsors. Athletic Republic. At any age, at any level, basketball is a physically demanding sport. By focusing on acceleration, agility, and power, we can give players in every position the tools to be more successful on game day. Take stamina. Playing as well in the final minutes of a game as in the first quarter requires an athlete to develop the stamina to perform under fatigue. Our 75-minute training sessions are constructed with a periodized schedule to improve a player's conditioning. Thanks to Athletic Republic for sponsoring the Utah Top 50 only on KSLSports.com. The Chapparals will try again. 2.5 seconds to go. Into Chudy. Fouled immediately. And a second comes off. They've got it at 1.3 here to go. And it will be free throws again for Anosike. .3, Chudy, front end, good. He's got one more. This is basically for the win. Anosike to make it 2 possession with 1 second left, and he does. Ice in the veins for Anosike. The Chapparals come from behind multiple times to get the 64-60 win over the Kentucky Colonels. Game 2 in the book. We got one more coming up for you right here. The Oakland Americans taking on the Washington Caps. Be back for Game 3, the nightcap of the Utah Top 50, presented by Mountain America Credit Union and Athletic Republic, only on KSLSports.com.